Welcome to Night Sky Notebook. This is what's happening for November 2022. Let's begin by looking at the moon phases for the month. On November 1st, we start with the first quarter. Full moon is on the 8th, third quarter on the 16th, and new moon on the 23rd. Let's take a look at the events for the month. The month begins with the first quarter moon right next to the planet Saturn. By the time we get to November 4th, it's already a good waxing gibbous and very close to Jupiter. You'll be able to locate the planets very easily just by watching the position of the moon. Jupiter is going to be much brighter than Saturn. For the first Sunday of the month, we'll be moving our clocks backward an hour, going back to Eastern Standard Time. That will be on November 6th. You can move them back at 2 a.m. The big event for the month is a total lunar eclipse. These are always so gorgeous to see. So November 8th is the time, and we are looking at the very early morning. The partial eclipse will start around 4:09 a.m. Totality, when it's completely red, you have your blood moon, is at 5:16. Maximum eclipse about 6 a.m. And the total ends by 6:41. Now you're going to need a really good horizon looking down into the southwest for this. It's going to be starting to get low, and by the time it ends at 6:41 in the morning, it's already going to be starting to set. So let's hope for some really good weather and an unobstructed view to see the best of this. And you'll be able to watch the shadow of the Earth drift across the moon, and the moon turning red, or orange, or brown, or even black. It depends how much dust is in the atmosphere, how dirty our atmosphere is on that particular day. Now for the partial, there's some other things you can do while you're waiting. If you draw it really carefully, where you see the line showing the Earth's shadow on the moon between where it's red and where it's not. If you continue that circle all the way around, that's really the size of the Earth compared to the size of the moon. At least a rough approximation. So it's pretty interesting to be able to get an idea of the size difference between the Earth and the moon just by looking at a part of the Earth's shadow that crosses over the moon. Again, this is something you don't want to miss. A total lunar eclipse, November 8th. That is the big event for the month. Enjoy this. The moon catches up to Mars around November 11th. Mars is in Taurus the Bull. You'll see the full moon, pretty much full moon, next to the Pleiades on November 9. Use binoculars to see the Pleiades, they're fantastic. And then drifting by the red planet Mars by November 11th. Check out Orion there too. There's a lot of neat things to see in the sky here. The Leonid meteor shower. Now, we actually have 2 meteor showers this month. The Taurids are in the very early part of the month. And the Taurid meteors are painfully slow, really bright, really beautiful, but not a whole lot of them. The Leonids are incredibly fast, so this is an amazing contrast as you're taking a look at the fastest meteors and the slowest meteors. And they're coming from 2 different parts of the sky. The Taurids, of course, from Taurus, the Leonids from Leo, and watching them battle each other as it goes through is really kind of cool. Speaking of cool, it is mid-November. Get a chaise lounge, get your sleeping bag, get out there and, really enjoy this in the comfort and warmth of that sleeping bag. The moon this year is going to make it a bit of a problem. That's going to make it difficult. So keep your face away from the moon if you really want to see this meteor shower or these two meteor showers really well. We started off the month with Saturn and the moon together. That's a good way to end the month too. November 28th, a crescent moon now approaches Saturn, not the first quarter like we started the month. It's time for Saturn to start sinking down into that western part of the sky, but it's still going to be with us until late January before it disappears into the sunset. So enjoy it now. A lot of neat events to see this month. Take advantage of them. Enjoy the night sky. Want more information? Check out my blog, Night Sky Notebook, and I look forward to talking to you next month about the skies of December. Until then, keep looking up.